Welcome to Tyler's Talk. Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is August the 1st, 2025. I'm sorry, but I have a dang I got the hiccups. I did not want that to happen to start this video, but I got hiccups and my hair is a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I told you guys about this cooling blanket I got for the summer. It works very well. I had a good sleep. I wasn't sweating. I am getting annoyed, but there's hiccups. Oh my god! I didn't want to do that starting the video at all. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about TNA. I enjoy having my blanket. It is it's not freezing cold, but it makes sure that you're not sweating when you're sleeping, because I hate sweating when I'm sleeping because it doesn't feel good. It feels weird, and it feels like you're swimming in the water, sleeping in the water, because you're sleeping in your sweat. Like it's really annoying. I don't know. It's good for the bed that you sweat so much. I'm a sweater. I don't know what I hate. I hate the hotness. I hate summer. This is the reason why, because I sweat so much. Ah. And now my dang corner of my mouth is hurting me. It feels like it's dry, or I don't know. I feel something there. It feels like my skin, but I can't see anything. Oh my god, there's hiccups. I don't see anything. If you guys see anything, put it in the comments, because I can't see anything. And it's really annoying because it's hurting really badly. Like, I can't open my mouth. Ow. This side is okay. This is this side. I don't know what I did to it. I did something to it and it hurts. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about TNA, because they've got 2 matches made for Emergence before Bound for Glory. I believe Emergence is happening like in 2 weeks in August, so yeah. We got some segments here. I got the hiccups, I'm yawning. Oh my god, this is really not a good time to start a video. I'm on 2 minutes and I can't stop hiccuping, and it's messing my thing up. We got 2 segments here, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Callihan talked to Tom about his future, and it looks like he is listening to the people on the internet saying that he is overweighted. He can't do this anymore. He knows that because he hurt his leg and he gained some pounds. So he thinks the fans are right, and Moose was right, and all that stuff. But he says he wants to show that he could do it. He wanted to face one of the top guys that's in TNA right now, and that's Mike Santana. So he wants to fight Santana, and he says, if I lose, he's going to retire. But if he wins, he still has it. And I guess he's still going to be wrestling. He's still be wrestling. I believe it's happening next week. We have Mike Santana says he will be a world champion one day. He wants, because when he talk about his loss at Slammiversary, and his daughter was watching it, and she was upset and all that stuff, and he was being a father and checking on her. But he says he will be the world champion. He's going to promise his daughter, and he's going to promise the fans that he's going to be the world champion one day. Right now, he can't be the world champion because he had 2 opportunities at the title. So now he needs to work back up to it to get that opportunity, because he already had 2 shots. He had it at NXT, and he had it at Slammiversary, and he lost both opportunities just like Joe Hendry. Well, speaking of Joe Hendry, Mustafa Ali had a victory speech and talked about this big giant guard that attacked Brian Myers and Matt Cardona and helped Order 4 win their tag team match last week. I forgot what his name was. I think something with guard. I think so. And he's going to make sure that the Order 4 does not get beat up by people, because now they got that guy. Mustafa Ali says the Order 4 is the best faction in TNA now, and they kind of showed that, I guess, last week when they beat the System. But they didn't beat the System. They beat Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. But they did kind of beat the System by beating Brian Myers. And then he said his name. He said Joe Hendry's name, and Joe Hendry appears, and everybody is blaming Joe Hendry because the NXT star Trick Williams still has the TNA World Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, and then Joe Hendry wants to fight Mr. Mustafa Ali, but he said he wants to do it tonight. But Mustafa Ali said no. Let's do it next week. That he could be prepared to lose, and the fans to be prepared to see their hero lose. I'm sorry about the hiccups. Hold on. I had to do the video like this. Oh, man. We have a triple threat match for the X Division Championship. Leon Slater defends his title against Jason Hodge and Cedric Alexander. It was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match and still the champion was Leon Slater. But at the backstage, Leon was happy that he got the title still. But Cedric Alexander sat beside him and says that he should have a one-on-one match because Leon Slater did not pin Cedric Alexander to retain that title. But Leon Slater keep on arguing that I'm still the champion. But Cedric Alexander's telling him that you didn't pin me. That's the argument. And we heard that at Emergence. It will be Leon Slater versus Cedric Alexander for the X Division Championship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have best friend versus best friend. And, ladies and gentlemen, Ariana Grace and Indy Hartwell was in this match. We had Danny Luna teaming up with Indy Hartwell to versus Jody Threat and NXT's Ariana Grace. It was an okay tag team match. But it didn't really work out for Ariana Grace and Jody Threat because Ariana Grace wanted a tag when Jody was about to do her finisher, but Grace wanted a tag and it didn't work out. The winner of that match was Danny Luna and Indy Hartwell. And we heard that Gia Miller is cleared to come back to her interviewing, and Tessa's not back. We got the Rascals will be versing the Nebbits, trying to get closer to the tag team title shot. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. Maya Reed and Zachary Wentz. Jake McGill was still injured. Pretty decent tag team match, but the winner of that match was the Rascals. I can't handle this thing hiccups. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Nebbits did not leave the ring after commercial break. They want to make fun of the city that they're in, but they have their automatic rematch. Every time a champion loses their title, they get a rematch. So the Nebbits is evoking their rematch against the Hardys at Emergence. So that's going to happen. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they still mocking the city until the hometown man cave came out and stick up to the city that they're in. But the Nebbit says, I know who you are, but he's keep on says, I am the hometown man. He was singing it, and he making the fans say it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the Nebbits attacked the hometown man, and they unmasked him. But then we didn't get to see his face because security guards puts the towel over the head, the towel over the head of the hometown man. And then the Rascals came out to scare those guys off and check on the hometown man and all that stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Monster Slam Abyss versus JC Jane for the Knockouts Championship. This is her automatic rematch. She wanted the title right away. She wants it back and get rid of JC Jane and finally bring one of their world titles back to TNA. It was a pretty decent match. It was okay. But the winner of that match was Monster Slam Bitch. She didn't win the championship because she won by disqualification because of Ash and her team. They all attack. Oh my goodness. Really? She was about to bring the title. This is the second time TNA trying to get their world title back. But somebody from TNA screws that up. Remember when First Class did it? They attacked Mike Satana and made sure that Trick Williams is still the world champion? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to have a 6-man tag team match. First Class teaming up with Trick Williams. But Casey was not medically cleared. So now it's a tag team match. And Trick Williams is not happy. Even AJ Francis, because this is the second time Casey can't wrestle when he was supposed to wrestle, but he got injured. So AJ Francis says Casey will still be there, but in our corner, just have a crutch, and that's what he did. So we have Eddie Edwards that moves from the system to Burris. AJ Francis and Trick Williams, pretty decent tag team match, but Casey kind of messed up because the referee was distracted, and then Casey was going to hit Moose with the crutch, but Moose move and they hit Trick Williams, and then Eddie Edwards got rid of AJ Francis, and then a spear Moose pins Trick Williams, and we heard at Emergence, the main event for the world title, it will be Moose versus Trick Williams. I'm sorry about this hiccups. I did not want to do that, but it's happened. I don't know why. Oh, man. I hope it doesn't do that when I do my thing. But that's all I'm today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Hit that like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you guys don't like it because of the hiccups, I am so sorry. But that's all me today. Tons out. See you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown results. The go-home show before SummerSlam. 2 nights of SummerSlam. There has to be some surprises in this SummerSlam if it's two nights. I think there has to be some surprises. If there's none on first night, there has to be one on the second night. Because we got Jacob Fatu. We all know Jimmy Uso will try to help. But there's so many of those MFTs. There has to be something. It has to be something big. Somebody returns or somebody makes their debut. You know what I mean? It has to be something. I believe the United States title match is on Sunday. Well, on SmackDown, we got the AAA Tag Team titles. I wonder who's going to go for those titles. Will it be the guys that's in the TLC match, or is it going to be a new tag team? There's not a lot of tag teams in SmackDown. Pretty Deadly is injured. Well, one of them is injured. I don't know who else is going to be accepting that open challenge. So we will find that out. That's all me today. Tell us out. Bye.